that shit. This is for me. This is for me. I woke up feeling indignant and angry and wanting to cling, wanting to poke, wanting to jab. What witty, pithy, elevated, conscious reach out could I make this morning? Good morning, how was your date? Or, how fucking dare you do this to me? Or, I don't know, just come outside and get high with a cup of coffee amongst the birds and the squirrels and my journal. So here I am. Oh man. This is hard. I just listened to my full, listened and watched a little bit. It's sideways, so it's funny. Watched my, I don't know, journal entry from last night. And, it's powerful. It's really powerful. That's me. That's the true me. And now I'm like, huh. The quandary of my personal plight. Is it really personal? Because I'm able to help it. Well, scratch the fucking help. I'm able to just be me, going through the human things. And I have the capability and the willingness to share that with others. And it's the best medicine for me. Because really, I'm just opening up my diary for everyone to read. There's no key. I'm an open book vessel, transmuter, transducer. I just heard that phrase. I'm like, am I a transducer? My pineal gland is a flame. It always has been. It always has been. Last year when I really started trying to dig deep, and I gotta make myself meditate. I have got to meditate. That's the problem. I'm not doing enough breath work and meditation. And so I was like, oh, give this a whirl. I'm gonna give it a whirl. I'm gonna try to meditate. And every time I did, I was having these it was just the same old thing as when every time I close my, the starbursts fire up, and I go to these grand illusions, I can, but and it's not thinking. It's just beautiful, the most incredible AI imagery that sparks up behind my closed eyes. And I go on a journey every time I close my eyes. I see all these, it's like a DMT journey behind my eyes. If I pay attention, and I can drop into that immediately. And if I latch onto that, I can like I could just flow into this beautiful psychedelic journey without drugs. And then all of a sudden I was like, wait, is that meditation? Is that what everybody's seeking? Like, I've been doing that my whole life. I just thought, I'm trying to stop that shit. I'm trying to, like, I need to have a blank mind. I have to go to a black hole. And I mean, I don't know if that's true, but I don't think that's true. I go to samadhi. I've had that gift since I was a child. I remember laying out on the grass and, like, closing my eyes, and I could see the sun, and then I would just go on these, like, magical carpet rides of, like, beautiful, what you see on, I don't know, Pixar. I don't know. AI generated art. And I'm not controlling it. It just goes where it wants. I don't know. I'm gonna just chalk that up as meditation and lean into that. But I listened to my recording this morning, and that was medicine. That was it's like going back and reading my diary and allowing myself to witness myself being real. And then I cried more, and I'm like, wow, look at her. Look at her being real. Look at her. I'm so proud of her. She's brave. She's courageous. And I'm doing this for me. This is my medicine. And I want to just show others, like, God, if you start journaling, it opens up a whole new world. And it's not pretty. I remember as a little girl, my journals had, like, locks or bow ties on them. And I always was like, I didn't even know what I was doing. I was like, what am I supposed to be writing in this thing? And I wonder if my mom kept a lot of things of mine. And I wonder if she still has that, but I highly doubt it, because here's the story, is I wrote the word fuck in my journal. And I think I even said I want to fuck somebody. I was like in 3rd grade. And my mom read my journal. And she was like, what? And came after me. I mean, we'll dive deep into that here too. Like, you know, how, back to my desire to change the narrative around teaching our kids, guiding them through sex and intimacy. It's like, can we rewrite that story right there? I can rewrite that story, right? Where my mom came to me and was like, well, first of all, hi, honey, I read your journal. And I periodically will thumb through your journal to make sure that you're okay. I mean, I don't know. Like, she read my journal. And somewhere in that moment, I created a belief that I had no privacy, and that it was okay, that everyone has a right to check up on everyone else. That could go down into a rabbit hole. I'm just thinking about that as I speak these words. I'm like, whoa, wow, I'm having a whole trust tree flash before my eyes of all the ways in which I have subliminally, subconsciously distrusted others. Fuck, I have every right, if this person somehow belongs to me, that I possess them in some way, my child, my spouse, like somehow we've determined that if you're in my close knit, I fucking own you, and therefore I have every right to, you can't lie to me, you can't keep your secrets from me, you have to tell me everything, and I have every right to know. And I just kind of thought that was the way things were. I just like, oh, that's how we're all treating each other, and I'm so grateful that I dipped my toe in it when my kids were teenagers, because I thought it was the responsible thing to do. I thought, well, we have all these gadgets, we have all this technology now where we can track our kids, we can know exactly where they're at, and I so many times felt like a shitty fucking parent because I didn't have the tracker on. I'm like, it added some guilt and shame to that. I'm like, I don't want to do that. That seems like a lot of hassle for me. And I'm like, God, I'm so grateful that I didn't fucking do that I didn't push myself. But I did delve into it for a minute. I snooped a bit, a tad, but not much. And I certainly never used it well, I'll put a pin in that. I did catch someone one time right in the midst of looking at something inappropriate on a phone. So I did intervene, and I was gonna say I didn't use anything that I found as incriminating, like, look what I found in your personal shares. I can't believe that you think this way. I mean, I can't even believe, like, right now as I'm recording this, like, I'm literally having a therapy session with myself about where this maybe originated, my deep, I didn't even know that I had a deep distrust, honestly, until about 6 months ago. I was like, shit, I thought I was a really trusting person. Like, I really was like, I'm so trusting. In fact, I'm too trusting. I just let people take advantage of me, and I just give everyone the benefit of the doubt. And but deep down, underneath all of my actions and choices, and there's always been a layer of distrust. Someone trying to get something over on me, and like feeling like, well, I'm sure they're going home. Anyway. Oh. I guess, yeah, having your journal read is the start of, like, we're all doing it to each other, so I don't blame my mother, right? Like, I know I can count on one hand parents that are tracking their kids and reading their shit, reading their email or reading their texts and tapping in and their snaps and all the shit. I can't even imagine what these poor kids must feel like all the time. Like, I can't even go out for a goddamn walk or, pee behind a tree without my parents being like, what are you doing behind the tree? What are you doing back there? What are you doing? I mean, this has been one of the biggest things I've been dealing with in journey space, like constantly feeling watched. Like, how can I possibly be myself? I don't even know what self I am right now, because there's 20 people in the room and they all want something different. Or they're all seeing something different. And which one of those do I want to tap into? Which one of those frequencies do I want to enliven? Which one is the real me? These poor kids, we gotta stop tracking them. Humans are tracking each other like, well, I want to say like animals, but animals are the lucky ones. They're just roaming around. They're like, doo-doo-doo, just out gathering nuts. Like, mom doesn't know where, little Sammy squirrel is out gathering his nuts from. She's not like, you're not doing it right. You're not doing it right. Like, he's out in the wild, tracking, getting his shit, and then taking it back home. She might be like, what the fuck? That's not good. Go out and get some more. But she's not fucking helicoptering him. Like, you pick it this way, and then you do this, and then you put it in your pouch. No, that's wrong. You dropped it. Go out again, but be careful. Here, I'm going to track you where you're going. I'm going to watch every fucking move that you make. But have fun. Have a good time. Don't be scared. But do a good job. Bring back lots of nuts. The more nuts you bring back, the better off we'll be. And every time you go out, you better get one more nut, because we gotta produce. We gotta. My little squirrel analogy, but I think that makes the point, right? That we are systemically creating judgment within ourselves. We're constantly questioning ourselves. Am I doing it right? Am I doing it right? Is this too much? Is that too much? Oh, whoa. Reel it back a little bit. Fucking someone's watching me. I mean, talk about a discomfort zone. We have this little bubble around us where we've stepped too far outside of that. Someone's like, hey, get back in your little bubble there. You've gone too far. Who the fuck do you think you are? And then most of us listen to that instead of being like, fuck off. You're not the boss of me. I can go outside of my comfort zone if I want to. I can explore and be adventurous and be curious, and I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to get to that point. I'm like, I'm not hurting you. Let me put a chair out into the yard and sit and frolic, and I'm going to step outside of my comfort zone and do something like out of the ordinary, and you're not the boss of me, so I can do what I want. As long as it's not hurting someone else. That's sovereignty right there. That is sovereignty. So I am grateful for my journaling practice. My journaling practice has honestly been my savior. This is what I did last night at the fire. I was scribbling in the dark. Oh, I was trying to just write. I've never done this, where people just, you write down the word or whatever's coming into your mind. I mean, I journal a lot, and that's one of the practices that I've never quite practiced. So I thought I would practice it last night, and I mean, the weirdest words would come up, and I'm like, really? And I'm like, all right, write it down, so I just went with the flow, and I think I wrote down 5 words. But it's interesting that it started. I'll just share them with you because I'm just reading it for the first time too. Archaic was the first word. Melody. Green beans. I had this beautiful, like claymation style green bean come floating across my vision. Star, then guitar, then rain. I don't know what this other word is, but I remember feeling it as the words, like as I was writing it, it felt real hot right around star and guitar. And then rain kind of cooled it down. And then I think, I don't know what this is. I'm not going to guess. And then it went to ice. And then it went to cool. And then it went to fly. I don't know, maybe I'll start practicing that more now that I've also figured out like this, well, not figured out, nothing's figured out ever. Now that I've tapped into my pineal gland being aflame and that I have these beautiful, like, epic visuals going on. If I just turn it on, I literally can close my eyes and say, come back to me, and start firing that up. But honestly, I just thought that was playtime. I was like, I'm just, like, it was just so second nature to me that I've been, I guess, dismissing it. Or, yeah, I don't know, whatever. I haven't been using it. I'm gonna use it. I wanna see how fun I can get. I had it happen the other night, and I was flying. I didn't have the sensation, well, I don't know what I had, but it was just like this aerial view of all of these different landscapes, but like, again, AI, like, and just changing at such a rapid pace, but not a frenetic rapid pace. Light speed, can't latch on to anything for very long. You just witness it and just float right on by. It's just like, oh, so pretty. Because stopping and latching on that's the mind. That's the mind. Like, wait, let's check this out. And then you start digging deep and going in, and that's okay. All right, I'm cold. My coffee's gone. It's 22 minutes. Peace out. Mwah.